It began in the 1960s when the nation of China began to experience true fear. Communist leader Mao Zedong began instigating the terrorizing movement known as the Cultural Revolution. Believing China was headed for the wrong direction, Mao called on the youth to purge the nation of impure elements. Everywhere, paramilitary groups called the Red Guards began to form. They attacked, tortured, and humiliated the elderly and intellectual population of China. Chi Ching had not returned home yet, but it was that fatal day when the Red Guards barged into his house and demanded his wife and mother to reveal where he was hiding, but they refused to say anything, so they tortured them. His 2 children, one young boy and girl, both followed the Red Guards to join their movement. The moment Chi Ching returned home, he knew what had happened. There was only one thing he could do: to escape. That would be the last time he saw his wife and family ever again. Chi Ching headed towards the fastest route out of China, Shenzhen River. There was no boat, so he dived in and began frantically swimming. There were Red Guards on patrol, and they would shoot anyone trying to cross the border. To keep himself undetectable, Chi Ching swam underwater, while using a single straw to breathe through. He made it safely to the other side. He was now in the small village of Lang, Hong Kong. The life he had in China was something he could never return to, but it was and always would be his true home. Chi Ching Wu was born around 1915 in Fujian, China. His family was quite wealthy as they were prominent landowners. Chi Ching was educated to read and write, and he soon traveled to Shanghai where he could earn a college degree. He was uniquely talented at strategizing and thinking big, so with his vision and motivation, Chi Ching would begin a successful career as a paper-selling businessman traveling all throughout China. One of Chi Ching's favorite pastimes was watching and listening to Chinese operas. It was a form of entertainment he enjoyed while on long business trips in China. In between business trips, he met a young girl in his hometown village. He fell deeply in love with her and secretly kept a picture of her in his journal. However, one day, as his mother was cleaning his room, she found the photograph and immediately called for a matchmaker to find him a more suitable wife. It was unacceptable for people of different social classes to marry. Chi Ching could not dishonor his parents and go against their will, so in the end, he went through the arranged marriage with his new wife and soon had a daughter. One day, he returned home to find his wife and mother presenting a baby boy to him, but he did not recognize the baby. His mother soon revealed to him that she had adopted the boy for him when he was away. Due to the enforcement of the one-child policy, families throughout China began favoring sons over daughters as they were seen as better caretakers of the family. Chi Ching quickly came to love this boy as his own, and it was with this family in Fujian that Chi Ching's heart would forever remain. Now in Lang, Hong Kong, Chi Ching knew he had to make a living in order to survive. He decided to build his own store. Using his business skills, he befriended some carpenters who helped him open the largest grocery store in the area. When Chi Ching saw that the store was running smoothly, he began to feel the weight of loneliness. China had now closed its doors and no one could get in or out. Chi Ching was completely alone and there was no way he could meet his family again. He decided to marry again and met Di Ching through a matchmaker. Though they had a 20-year age gap, they were able to have 4 children, 4 sons, and lead a smooth lifestyle. Chi Ching worked hard to keep the store running, working alongside his sons. However, 11 years later, in 1974, a typhoon came and destroyed the store. Along with the store went Chi Ching's last thread of hope. He decided to move him and his family to America to start afresh. In Chinatown, New York, he worked as a grocery worker and street vendor, selling clothing and herbs. Business was steady, however, it was humbling work compared to his jobs back in China and even Hong Kong. Beginning at this time, Chi Ching's personality went through transformation, becoming a bitter and distrustful person who was frugal with his love and money. As time passed in New York, his 4 sons grew up and began starting families of their own. Chi Ching was able to see them graduate university, get married, and have grandchildren. However, throughout his life, he smoked heavily and began to develop lung cancer. He had multiple surgeries and was able to recover. However, the second time the cancer came back stronger, and Chi Ching passed in 2002. No shame, no past, no pain can separate me from your